Hello and welcome to the Mendocino and Clear Lake girls soccer matchup stream provided by KAKX 89.3 FM. Before we begin, we'd like to thank the Croninger family and Dave and Marianne Smith. We are not going to have commentary for the first half of the show, sadly, but some boys soccer players are going to come here in the second half and provide us with some commentary. With that said, it seems the game's beginning.
Wait, Ben, what did you say?
Bro, check this photo out, bro. You don't need to compare. Compare to 2.5 shots. Always
Oh shit.
that goes so
That's
hard.
so cool, dude.
Let's see if I can get into the yearbook, though.
Yeah, you should. Have a good one.
Yes!
I've been wanting to do it for so long, like since freshman year, and I just haven't been able to get the schedule. It's just a year, finally have the ability. I'm gonna hopefully be buying my camera tomorrow.
Nice.
So, definitely getting into
Yes, you said volleyball at 6:30. But I'm gonna pick her up at 6, and then I gotta get out. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Thanks, walk all the way to Josh Potter. Nice to meet you, buddy. You going back? I think it antibiotics or something else is happening at the same time. Yeah, so he's feeling so much better. So she said
Give some popcorn to me.
you don't eat popcorn yet.
But I eat popcorn at Hollywood.
Yeah, that's confusing to Mama.
At where?
At Hollywood.
Oh, at Hollywood? That's interesting.
I don't know how to bring that up. But he feels so much
But
better.
that Momo.
Is that Momo? Does it look like Momo? He wears socks like Momo does. Momo wears his socks like that.
A popcorn that's down there.
Yeah, that popcorn's really good. It's for the bird.
Like a bird.
It's like, okay, this really
You know that way, Mom.
go to the end, but you can't come down. What? Yes, you like Griffin?
Hello, Mendocino and Points Beyond. This is Pablo here with Clayton, and we will be commentating the next, probably half of the first half and second half of the girls' varsity soccer game against Clear Lake, Lower Lake, Clear Lake.
Playing Clear Lake here, and it seems to be 0-0 so far in the game. It's going to be Mendo ball, though, on Clear Lake's side. It's going to be out of bounds off of Clear Lake. Mendo ball for the throw-in.
How that ball feels in a good game. Oh,
All right, here we go. Hello and welcome to the Mendocino and Clear Lake girls soccer matchup. Okay. Thank the Croninger family and Dave and May Ann Smith.
Down on Clear Lake's half here, we've got some fighting for the ball. Clear Lake trying to get the ball up the field. with a strong pass up. Naya tries to kick the ball. That's going to go past her. And it's on Mendo's side now. Oh. Going to be a tackle there by Lexi. Lexi with the ball now.
Good tackle from Lexi right there to win the ball from Mendocino. Leilani dribbling up, passes over to Sage. Sage tries to get up the field, but Mendocino ultimately loses it. And it is out of bounds. It will be Clear Lake throw-in.
That's going to be a throw in there. Clear Lakes gets the ball, but it's kicked up the field. Sage with the ball now. And Clear Lake kicks it straight back up into Mendo. And that's going to be Lexi with the ball again, back up to Naya.
Naya boots the ball up the field. Clear Lake gets possession of it once again. Natasha playing some tight defense on the side. Clear Lake dribbling into the middle.
Not the best idea sometimes, but it's going to happen.
All right, good defense from the Mendo side, but the ref calls a foul. It will be Clear Lake's ball on an indirect kick.
Clear Lake with the ball here, trying to kick it up the field. Goes up, and that's going to go to Sage, who kicks it, hits it back up the field with the backside. And Sage with the ball now in center field on Clear Lake's half. Passes over to Natasha, back over to Clear Lake with a stop. It's going to be ball in the center with a knockdown from Sylvia. All the way down over to Lexi. Lexi with the ball now, tries to keep possession here. Back up, and that's going to stay in bounds over to Clear Lake, trying to get the ball to a teammate who can help.
Ruby fighting for the ball in the middle with Sylvia trying to help. Clear Lake is trying to get the possession over, but it is stolen by Sage. Sage taking it up the field on a very nice run. Hands the ball off to Ruby. Ruby dribbling up the side. Ruby turns around. Ball into the middle. Clear Lake tries to boot it out. Clear Lake in the box trying to get it out. And Sienna cannot end up finishing it in the box. The goalie picks it up. It looks like a goal kick.
You guys are saying I could do this easy. You guys are saying a whole lot of nothing.
It's going to be a goal kick here for Clear Lake. Oh, some good playing there by Mendo, kicking the ball up the field, but Clear Lake had some good defense as well, just managing to get the ball out of their reach. Sage with the ball now, going down the field. Dribbling down past the defenders with the shot, and it's going to be no good. Goal kick there. Good shot attempt, though. You always got to get those shots where you can take them.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Good job, Sage, taking that one shot.
Another goal kick there for Clear Lake. Kicking the ball to the center of the field. That's not necessarily the best play, but they're going to try to kick it all the way up. And it's going to be a stop there by Sage. Sage over to Natasha. Natasha can't quite get a grasp on it. It's going to go out of bounds there, and it's going to be Mendo ball for the throw-in.
Naya taking the throw in here, and it looks like there will be a sub for Mendo. It looks like Issa and Abriella coming in.
For Sienna and Ruby, I believe.
The score is 0-0, and Clear Lake is trying to boot it up. Ref stop the ball. It will be Mendocino's kick. They will be trying to advance it. And good throw in by Naya. Natasha tried to flick it up. Defense wins it. Sage dribbling around. Gets around the defender. Kicks it over to Issa. Issa trying to get possession of the ball. Deflects off of Sage. Rada coming in on the ball. Boots it off of the Clear Lake player.
Rada coming back down the field, trying to get the ball back up, and just decides to kick it out of bounds. It's a good play. Lets Clear Lake not have the opportunity to score there. It's going to be Clear Lake's ball for the throw-in. Gets it down the line. That looks like it's going out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Mendo. Good job on Clear Lake here, pushing the ball up. Can't quite get a shot on goal yet, but the ball is now on Mendo's half. So we'll see if Mendo can bring it back up or Clear Lake can take a grasp of this opportunity. Stevie with the kick there. Gets it to the center of the field with Sage. Clear Lake with some heavy pressure. Sage kicks it up to Natasha there with the ball.
Right idea by Sage on that play.
Yeah, getting it back out to the corners, always smart. Leilani there with the kick to the center over to Issa. Issa back down to Sage. Sage booting the ball. That's a good kick. Further run for Issa. Issa with the fast break there. And can't quite get it. That's a good save by the keeper there.
Great opportunity for Mendo right there. Issa could barely miss that one.
It's always tough with the bouncy field down there. It's really rough to get a good connection on the ball, but good attempt overall and good stop by the keeper.
Mendocino boots the ball into the Clear Lake half, and they miss it. Clear Lake pushing it into the Mendo half. Mendo kicking it back into the Clear Lake half. Natasha trying to push the offensive, and the Clear Lake defense scoops it up.
Kicks it out of bounds there. That's going to be Mendo ball. That's a smart play, just getting the ball out of the middle. But it's also going to be Mendo ball pretty far down the field. We're going to see if they can throw it in far enough to get an opportunity for success here. Going to go over to Clear Lake. Clear Lake kicks it back out. That's just making some progress on their half. Natasha with the throw in here, trying to get the ball down the field more. And she passes over to Sage, who's now going to take the throw in. Sage with the ball there. That's a good throw over to Natasha. Almost a handball there, but not quite. And goalie dives on the ball with Issa trying to make a shot, but it can't quite make it in. And that's going to be a save by the keeper.
Good to see Issa aggressive in these first few minutes that she's been playing on the offensive. Very good to see.
And just hustling in there and trying to take those shots.
All right, looks like ball out on Mendocino. It will be Clear Lake throw-in. Still 0-0 is the score if you're just joining us. It has been a very evenly matched game for these two teams. As you may know, top Mendocino offensive player Stevie is out with a pulled hamstring, so she is just playing goalkeeper right now. So it's a big loss for Mendocino not having her on the offensive end, but hopefully she will be playing a pivotal point in not letting Clear Lake score any points.
Yeah, we'll hope that she heals up soon for the next few games, but for right now, she's going to be playing goalie, which is what she originally started playing in high school soccer. It's going to be a good run over there for Clear Lake, and that's going to be Stevie with the save there. It's a good save. Going to try to kick the ball back up, but taking her time here. It's a good move. Stevie with the drop kick over to the corner, over to Sage. Sage with the header, getting it back up the field. Clear Lake with the ball, though. Good pressure by Leilani there. Sage, good pressure as well. Over to the corner to Natasha. Natasha trying to bring the ball up, but that's going to be out on Clear Lake. Mendo ball for the throw-in.
Looks like Naya will be taking the throw-in for Mendocino, so Natasha can get on the offensive end of this ball. Naya throws it up the line, but Clear Lake kicks it back out, so it'll be another throw-in a little farther up for Mendocino. Naya throws it back up the line. Natasha chasing for the ball. Natasha plays it in for Sage. Sage cannot quite get it. The goalie for Clear Lake picks it up.
Clear Lake goalie's been doing a good job of coming out of the box and scooping up the ball when necessary. It's a tough gauge to measure when you should come out of the box or just stay there and let your defense handle it, but she's been doing pretty well so far.
Soccer is a hard game to play, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Sylvia boots the ball up to Natasha. Natasha with a sweet little poke over her head, and it looks like Leilani trying to win the ball, and it is kicked back out by Clear Lake. It will be another throw-in for Mendocino.
Natasha gathering the ball up here, trying to make the throw in for Mendo. Trying to get it in the middle of the field so they can get a good shot opportunity. Throws the ball in. It's a good throw all the way into Sylvia. Sylvia with the ball now, crossing it in, and Issa pokes it in. That's a great shot there by Issa.
Beautiful shot by Issa.
And a great cross in by Sylvia. Great job just finding the ball and tapping it all the way over to another player.
And that is the first goal of the game, folks. Mendocino pushes ahead 1-0 so far in this
1-0.
first half. Great goal by Issa right there. Like I said before, great to see Issa getting in on the offensive end of the ball in her first few minutes of play time. She already had a couple shots on goal, and that one she sure capitalized on.
Good communication, too, just as the team as a whole. Just getting that throw in to the cross over to the shot. That's a tough thing to master. It's going to be Clear Lake's ball now, starting it off after that first goal. 1-0 Mendocino in the lead. Over to Naya down the field on Mendocino's half. Naya kicking it up over to Natasha. Natasha with the ball down to Leilani. Leilani with the ball unopposed down over to Sage. It's 11 on 11 here, numbers of their jerseys. That's an 8, not an 11, but close enough. Natasha with a good swipe there. Goes for the boot, and it's just going to go over the goal. But it's a good shot nonetheless.
All right, it'll be a goal kick for Clear Lake right here. They'll be trying to score back that point they just lost, but they'll see that the tough Mendocino defense will have something to say about that.
Going to go into the center there. Aubriella with the pressure, getting it up, but that's going to be fight. Mendocino takes the ball away. That was some good defense, good offense on both sides. Issa pressuring the ball again. Good job by her. Leilani with the ball, going up with some good pressure. It's going to be Clear Lake. Leilani keeping the ball up the field, but it's going to be out of bounds on Mendo. That's going to be Clear Lake ball on their own half. It's going to be some subs in for Clear Lake, taking out 2 of their players and bringing another 2 in. Looks like a defense and a striker are coming out here. We'll see how the new additions can do here. Clear Lake with the throw in over to the center-ish of the field with a kick up, back to herself, and a steal by Leilani over there. Clear Lake with good pressure, Mendocino with good pressure as well. Leilani comes out on top over to Sylvia, and Sylvia manages to keep a grasp on it, but that's going to be called a free kick there for Mendo. Bit of unnecessary roughness by Clear Lake, it would seem. Sage taking that kick now.
All right, Sage with the kick in. Little hesitation there from her. She kicks it in, and the goalie for Clear Lake picks it up.
Snatches that handily.
Passes out to the side for Clear Lake. Clear Lake will try to run a little offensive play, but Sage wins it, and it looks like a little foul was called on her, and Clear Lake will have their own free kick. So, yeah, I don't know. Pretty soft foul there called, but nonetheless, free kick for Clear Lake. Mendocino wins it back, and they kick it out.
Yeah, out of bounds off Lexi there. That's going to be Clear Lake ball. Clear Lake throw over to one of their teammates. Sylvia with the boot over to Sage. Sage pushing the ball up. She's done a good job of working through the middle here, just trying to get it to each person on her team. Trying to progress the ball up the field. Over to Natasha in the far right. Trying to get past her player there, but that's going to be out of bounds. Can't quite manage to boot it up the field without getting it stolen.
That'll be a throw-in for Clear Lake. Like you said before, Sage doing a great job distributing the ball for Mendocino in this game. That ball will be off Naya. That ball will be off Naya, and it'll be a Clear Lake throw-in again. All right, throw-in is in. Oh, and she flails her arm at it. I'm surprised it did not make any contact. And it will be Clear Lake's throw-in again. What? All right,
Clear Lake with the ball now over into the center there. That's a good throw, but that's going to go over to Lexi, who kicks it. And it just barely goes back out. Can't quite manage to keep the ball in. That's going to be Clear Lake throwing once again. Progressing down the field there with good speed. Clear Lake throwing here. Yeah, Clear Lake throwing, trying to find an open teammate to pass to. Kicks it back down the field. Sylvia stealing the ball there, just managing to get in front of the attacker. That's going to be a good pass over to Issa. Issa with the ball now, trying to get past her defender. Good pressure by Issa, but Clear Lake manages to get the ball back down the field. And now Lighty has the ball over there, trying to pressure the attacker. Getting the ball out, but Clear Lake managed to catch a hold of it until Arata kicks the ball out of bounds.
Hard fight in the Mendocino corner, and ultimately Clear Lake will come away with the throw-in, and we'll see if they can do anything off this throw-in. Here we go.
Throwing on the other side this time, trying to spice things up. Sage gets the header, manages to get it past. That's going to be a nice kick there by Naya, getting it up the field. Natasha with the ball tries to boot it up, but that's going to go off Clear Lake, and it's going to be a throw-in for Mendo as Natasha kicks the ball off of a Clear Lake player. We got a bunch of subs coming in here for Mendo. It looks like Ruby, Sienna, Mirabai, Amaya coming in for Naya, Leilani, Natasha,
And Issa.
All
All right, here we go. Amaya with the throw-in right here, and it is no good. It will be Clear Lake throw-in. Amaya lifted her leg on the throw-in.
It looks like it just wasn't on time enough because the subs were still happening, so it's still going to be Mendo ball here.
Mendocino catches a little break there. Instead of a turnover, they'll get a second chance on this throw-in. Sage taking it this time. Shoots it up the field, and it is taken back by Ruby. And Clear Lake comes away with the ball, tries to switch it over to the other side of the field. Ruby fighting for the ball, and Amaya will be defending this part. And Clear Lake pushing up in offense. As Lexi boots it back out, Ruby comes away with it, and it goes out. It will be Clear Lake ball.
Clear Lake's doing good pressure in here, managing to keep the ball on Mendo's own half. That's good work by them. Most of the game has been played on Clear Lake's half, but they're switching that up just about now. Sage with a series of headers there, trying to get the ball back up the field, but Clear Lake comes away with it, still in possession with the ball, taking the ball down. Heavy pressure by Mendo, but Clear Lake managing to keep it in their own possession. Sage comes away with it, but can she manage to maintain it? That is the question here. And that's going to be Mendo ball for the throw-in, seeing if they can get the ball out of their own territory and back up the field.
This is a very good defensive showing for Mendocino. Clear Lake clearly having a hard time trying to get a shot off
Good
the
pun, man.
Mendo, off the Mendo defense, but it may happen here. Mirabai is going for the ball right here, but number 3 on Clear Lake has something to say about that, and it is out of bounds. Mendocino will have possession.
Trying to trade at halftime.
All right.
Mendo throw in here, but first we've got some subs coming in. Naya's coming out for Lighty. Coming in for Lighty, excuse me, and Arata's taking the throw in on Mendo's half. We're gonna see if Clear Lake can get the ball into Mendo's goal, or if Mendo can bring it back up. That's gonna be a steal there by Clear Lake, but a foul is called, so it's gonna be a free kick on Mendo's side for Clear Lake here.
Once again, I'm Pablo, here with Clayton. You're tuned in to KAKX 89.3 FM, Mendocino High School's own student-powered radio, covering the Mendocino Clear Lake Varsity girls soccer game. Stevie comes away with the ball in the goal box. She drop kicks it up, and it looks like Sage will come away with it after calling off Mirabai, and a beautiful ball is played up. Ruby comes away with it. Ruby on an offensive run. 16 on Upper Lake, pushes and shoves, and Ruby gets bodied a little bit, but
Ball
she
is
comes
still
away
in. Wow.
with the ball again. Somehow the ball didn't go out on that play. Sage comes with the ball for Mendocino, boots it in. Clear Lake tips it out, and it is still in somehow.
Sienna with the ball now, trying to get past her defenders. She just can't quite keep it in bounds. The ball's finally going to go out of bounds on Clear Lake side for a goal kick here.
Gonna have Clear Lake's ball on their own half. Mendo managing to bring it back up with a nice run up, with a nice pass and a nice fast break there from Ruby and Sage. Sienna almost manages to steal the ball, but it's going to be Clear Lake kicking it back down to Mendo's side. Naya with the ball now trying to make it up. That's a nice pass over to Sylvia there. And there's a bit of a tumble there. It's going to be called Mendo ball with the Clear Lake player still on the ground. Seems to be fine here. Hopefully there were no major injuries in that tumble. Seems to just be walking it off. Sage taking the free kick there for Mendo as the Mendo line pushes up to the 18-yard box where Clear Lake is holding that. Sage with the ball now, kicks it in, and it's gonna be out on Sage. The goalie decides just to let it roll out of bounds for a goal kick.
It'll be a goal kick for Clear Lake right here. It looks like there will be some subs coming in.
Arata coming out for Leilani, I believe.
Rado playing some very good defense,
Actually
pivotal
pretty good.
part of the Mendo defense
I
in
don't
this
know.
game.
I
But
don't know why we
Leilani
don't
has
have
been
this
playing
one set
very
up
well
there
too,
and that
so
one up
we'll
here.
see
That makes
what
more sense.
Coach Matthew will do with the lineup for the rest of this game if they can stay in the lead. All right, Sage dribbling it up into the middle, dribbling around defense or the Clear Lake defense with some great dribble moves. Oh, and she gets into the middle, and it is kicked out, and Clear Lake will take it, but Naya boots it back in for Mendo, and Sylvia tries to come help, and oh man.
Mirabai got bodied a bit there by that Clear Lake player. That's gonna be a Mendo ball on the throw-in.
Yeah, not really enough to call a foul. She was really going for the ball right there. But yeah, Mirabai sure took the worst of that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what happens. And that is actually gonna be a free kick there. The refs deem that enough to be a foul, and Naya's gonna be taking this kick. Naya kicks it up the field. That's going to be hit off by Clear Lake. Clear Lake coming back into possession. Sylvia with the kick back down the field. Clear Lake back up, running the ball up. That's some pressure by Aubriella trying to steal the ball away. But Clear Lake managed to get past her over into the corner. Leilani there. And back up. That's going to be on Clear Lake's half. Clear Lake with the ball now. That's a good move in between two defenders. Clear Lake taking the ball down, trying to juke out Sage here. Sage runs over and gets the ball, passing it, dropping it back down over to Leilani. But Clear Lake comes away with it. It's going to be called Mendo ball for the throw in there. Just barely goes out of bounds.
Mendo has very much been controlling this game with the ball and the scoreboard, of course. But Clear Lake is sure showing some strengths here, too. A lot of resilience to just keep this impressive Mendo offense at one goal so far. And Clear Lake trying to get it into Mendo's side, but they cannot do it. And now they do. All right, here comes an offensive run from Clear Lake. Let's see if they can do it. And defense comes in. Naya kicks the ball out. It will be Clear Lake ball. Way to get that out for Naya.
Gonna be Clear Lake throw in here. Over to another teammate, back over to the original throw-in taker. And that's going to be called offsides there by the side ref. That's going to be Mendo ball for the kick. Mendo offense has been doing a good job here and just managing to keep the ball up the field. Clear Lake defense doing a good job of holding them to only one goal, not letting them get too many shots off here. We've only seen a few happen so far. Got Naya with the free kick here. Boots it up the field, but that's going to be picked off by a Clear Lake player. Over to Sylvia. Sylvia with the ball, and it's kicked back up by Clear Lake. Lexi with the grand old boot, just getting it all the way up. That's always the best move in some situations. Kind of counteracts my two words, but back up to Ruby. Ruby trying to get possession, and it's going to be Clear Lake coming away with the ball. Kicking it all the way up the field. And no one is quite there for Clear Lake. That's going to be Lexi getting possession here. Lexi kicks it past Clear Lake, trying to keep possession, but Clear Lake comes away with it. The ball is somehow still in bounds. Clear Lake with a promising look until Lexi just barges in there. Excuse me, until Sage just barges in there and pushes her away from that ball.
All right, it looks like it'll be a goal kick for Mendocino here. Stevie will be taking it her own. It looks like they're going for a big boot right here, see if they can get it into space. Mirabai with a lot of open space on the right side. And let's see if that's what they're gonna do. And halftime is called. Great first half. Mendocino in the lead by 1. Hello, Mendocino and points beyond. You are tuned in to KAKX 89.3 FM, Mendocino High School's own student-powered radio. We would like to thank the Croninger family and Dave and Marianne Smith for their generous support. We will be covering the second half of this Clear Lake Mendocino girls varsity soccer game. Clear Lake starting out with the kickoff. Ruby winning the ball from Clear Lake. And she got hit quite hard, but the ball is taken from her and no foul is called. I'm Pablo, and my broadcast partner Clayton is out at the moment. He will be right back. And here we go. This game is off to a good start. It is 1-0, Mendocino in the lead. Very tightly contested game. And Mendo loses the ball. Clear Lake defense snatches it up, boots it up. Sylvia gets the ball, kicks it up, but Clear Lake boots it back. Number 19 for Clear Lake whiffs the ball, and Clear Lake is dribbling it out on the outside, passing it up. Aubriella making some good defensive moves, and the ball is out. Clear Lake throwing. So it has been a very strong first half for Mendocino. Sage having a very standout first half, and Issa having the first and only goal of the game. And this game has just been all around very well played by both sides. Looked like a little handball in there, but no call. May have been inadvertent as Clear Lake wins the ball back. Rada tries to boot the ball up. She gets in a little twist with the Clear Lake offense, and it looks like a foul on Clear Lake. So it will be Mendocino's free kick. All right, so Mendocino will be taking the free kick right here. Looks like Nia Bolton will be taking it. Here she goes. And she keeps it low on the ground. Clear Lake wins it. And Leilani trying to play some defense on her. And Mendocino wins the ball, but it looks like a foul is called. Number 8 fell down, and a foul was called. So here we go. Free kick for Clear Lake.
Ref wanting to talk with Arata here. Possibly playing too aggressive or something. The Clear Lake's kick here, that's a good kick right into the center. Sylvia with the ball now, but it goes back up to Clear Lake. Clear Lake with the shot, and that's picked up by Stevie, who can't quite grasp it, but it's fine, and she gets it a second later. Stevie drop kicks it back up over to Sage. Sage going down the line, looking for a pass over. Dribbling past her defender, kicking it all the way up the field, but that's going to be booted out of bounds by Clear Lake. Going to be Mendocino ball here on about the halfway mark of the field. Neither side gaining too much traction here in the first few minutes of the half. Nia with the throw-in over to Sage, over to Ruby, who can't quite get a foot on it, and it's going to be Clear Lake ball still.
Clear Lake with the throw-in. It will be Mendocino trying to get possession, but Clear Lake wins it, and Sage actually wins the tackle off of Clear Lake. Sage was a nice pass up to Ruby on the sideline, and the ball is out of bounds. It will be Clear Lake ball. Just a heads up, we will be using our drone for the podcast, trying to get a new camera angle in here. This is student-powered radio, so we will be trying out new things. And just to tell you guys and let you guys know, we are aware that there are things on the camera, but we're just gonna try this out. So just letting you guys know, extra camera angle for this game. All right, so Clear Lake trying to boot the ball up. Ruby playing some good, tough offense, and it will be Clear Lake throw.
Clear Lake throw here. Some good defense on them, not letting Mendo get past their half. That's going to be hit out of bounds once again by Mendocino. Clear Lake going down the field a little bit here. It's going to be Clear Lake with the possession there, getting it over to the center until Sylvia comes in with a strong kick up the field over to Ruby. Sage coming in. That looks like a trip from behind, but nothing's going to be called there. And out of bounds off of Mendocino. That's going to be Clear Lake throw in once again. Hesitation there by Clear Lake, but throws it back up, booted down by Sage. Bit of anger there propelling that. Clear Lake with another little push there. That's going to be called a foul there. Mendocino free kick on the line. Seeing a bit rougher playing in the second half, but we'll see if that continues or if it'll tone down a bit. Nye with the free kick there, going to the center there. Aubriella with the ball now, trying to get it down the field. Clear Lake gets possession of it, back out to Aubriella, who kicks it into Sylvia. Sylvia with the ball now, over to Aubriella, and now Sage with the ball, trying to go in deep. Over to Sienna. Sienna trying to keep the ball in bounds, pressured by Clear Lake. That's going to go out into the corner there. And still in the corner, still in bounds. Kind of raced off of the ball there. Natasha with some good pressure. Over to the center, and Aubriella can't seem to get a foot on it there. It's going to be Ruby with the ball, keeping it Mendo possession. This has been a good run for Mendo so far. Over to the sideline. That's going to be still in. Naya with the boot back into play over to Ruby, over a Clear Lake player, and Clear Lake kicks the ball back up the field. Sage with some good pressure there, getting it back up the field. Mendo doing a good job of staying on Clear Lake's half here. That's going to be out of bounds off of Clear Lake. Mendo ball.
Sage has been doing a very good job so far in this game, getting around Clear Lake defenders and passing the ball out to open teammates. Very good to see the teamwork for Mendocino right here. Throw-in is in. Clear Lake wins possession, and it'll be Mendocino throwing again.
So
Sage taking
the
it.
trick is that you just have to hold.
Sage now looking to get the ball in the center of the field. This is a dangerous position for Mendo, trying to get the ball into the goal. That's going to be Sylvia at the top of the 18. Over to Sienna. Sienna with the ball now, getting pushed off of it by Clear Lake. It's going to be a deflection off the hand there by Arata.
Rada trying to protect the face on that one. Hits it with her hand, and it will be Clear Lake free kick. Boots it up to the sideline. Good kick by Clear Lake, but Mendocino will retain possession. Sienna trying to dribble around the Clear Lake defenders, but didn't really work. Sylvia gets the ball. And Sylvia tackles it again. Natasha kicks it up. Hopefully this will be another little break for the Mendocino offensive, but Clear Lake snatches it up once again. This has been a very well-fought back and forth game for both sides. Oh, and Clear Lake.
That's pretty good.
Sylvia's been doing a good job here, keeping the ball on the side of Mendocino. And Clear Lake side there, the goalie picks the ball up, and it's going to be Clear Lake ball on the 18-yard line.
I can see where the players are. It's like really hard.
Clear Lake kicks the ball up, the goalie there with a good strong kick, but Sage manages to take the ball up there through the center of the field. Dangerous position there. Sage trying to go down, boots it, but it is blocked by Clear Lake. Sage getting possession of the ball once again. Sylvia trying to kick the ball back up the field. Does a fancy little roll there after the tackle, but managed to get back up on her feet. It's going to be Arata kicking the ball back up the field. Clear Lake with some retaliation, getting it back up. Arata, some more retaliation back on Clear Lake's side. It's been just a nice little game of pass for the last few kicks. But Sage kicks the ball over to Leilani, and Clear Lake boots it up. That's just going to go all the way down on Mendo's side, out of bounds. Mendo ball for the throw-in. Good working the way up the field.
Don't walk in the front.
And Mendo ball on the end mark. It's going to go, oh, that looked like it hurt there. But that's going to be Mendo ball once again.
Once again, you are tuned in to KAKX 89.3 FM in Mendocino, California, student-powered radio. I'm Pablo here with Clayton Hunter, and we are broadcasting the Mendocino Clear Lake Varsity
Can you check?
women's soccer game. All right, looks like Clear Lake trying to get a little offensive game going, and Naya kicks it back out. Really, Clear Lake's offense can do nothing against this Mendocino defense. I think they've only gotten one shot off this entire game.
They haven't really had a chance to move up, I've seen. Mendo's just been having a good job of staying up on Clear Lake's side. They haven't really had a chance to take any shots just because of Mendo's offense managing to keep the ball on their side.
Okay.
Very well said.
Unless you, well,
It's going to be Mendo ball.
no, that would be
Naya
bad.
with the throw in on the opposite side.
Clipping it's not the problem.
Looks like there's going to be some subs though. It's going to be Sylvia coming out for Isa. And Naya's throw it over to Ruby. Ruby with the good touch there. Manages to keep a hold of it. Good aggravation there. Kicking the ball down the field. Clear Lake ball there. Trying to get it out of Mendo's possession, but Sage with the tap out. That's going to go out of bounds. Clear Lake with the throw in here.
Well, that's better than nothing. We were making fun of the UI, not. Yeah, that is pretty high. Try to find Marshall.
All right, so some commotion going down on the field. Isa trying to go into the offense. She gets held back a little bit, but nothing is called. Isa drip takes it into the box, and the goalie picks it up. And Sienna tries to win the ball. Oh, booted off of Sienna's foot. And into the middle, Isa with the ball. Isa passes it, drops it back to Sage. Sage gonna cook her defender one more time. Into the box, and it is out. It will be a goal kick.
Didn't quite get to finish that cook. It was not quite a well done steak, more of a, I'd give it a medium rare, but next time maybe she can get that full steak finished up with the cook. That's gonna be Clear Lake ball for the goal kick. That's a good kick there. Isa trying to get the ball but can't get a foot on it. Sage with the defender from behind. It's gonna be a nice pass over to Isa, but the ball is stolen by Clear Lake. Sienna with some good pressure there. Clear Lake over to Isa. Isa with the ball. Now that's a boot from Clear Lake. That's a good idea, just trying to get it out of possession of Mendo. But Sage managed to take possession once again. Kind of runs into her defender there, but there's not much she can do. And that's going to be a good boot, but it just goes past the goal. It's going to be a goal kick for Clear Lake.
Sage ripping a shot from about 18 meters away from the 18-yard box, and it was a pretty close shot. So maybe they'll get a few more opportunities like that, and one of them's going to go in.
Just got to keep taking shots. That's all you can do.
All right, so Clear Lake trying to advance the ball, gets it into the Mendocino side, and they're dribbling it up the half, but Mendocino defense converges on the ball. It will be Clear Lake throw-in right here.
Yes, of course, right here. Clear Lake ball on the sideline there. They're going to try to work the ball up the field, trying to get some shots off on Mendo. They haven't taken the opportunity to take enough shots yet just because they haven't really had the chance to. Clear Lake ball, trying to get past Sage. That's a good pass over. Good control there, keeping the ball in Clear Lake's possession. Over to the center, that's a dangerous position, but it's kicked out by Natasha over to Sage. Sage now with the ball, trying to push it down the field, outrunning her defender, goes over past 15, the 15 mark, and Isa with the ball now going down the field with the boot, and it can't quite make it in. That's gonna be out on Mendo. It's a good shot though by Isa.
Very good shot right there. It'll be a goal kick for Clear Lake. They'll be trying to advance it into the Mendocino half. This, almost the entire game has been played on the Clear Lake's defensive half. Mendocino having a great offensive attack in this game, but Clear Lake also doing a great job on defense to stop this attack.
Good header there by Naya, back over to Sage. Sage with the ball down. Will Sienna be able to get that ball? That's going to go into the corner there, still inbound. Sienna with the ball now, kicking it over. manages to get past Clear Lake over to Issa. Issa with the ball now trying to get past her defender over there. Issa going back up to the top of the line, back over to Sage, but it's stolen by Clear Lake. Clear Lake over with the pass across. It's going to be a good run there. Let's see if they can take a hold of it. Over to the other side, still pushing the ball up, but that's going to go out of bounds. It's off Mendo, though. It's going to be Clear Lake ball.
Just wear a hat. There you go.
All right, so Clear Lake's throw in yet again. Let's see if they can do anything with this one. Throw in coming in. Strong throw.
Nice throw there.
And Lexi scoops it up, boots it up, and Ariella wins it but falls over. Good tackle by the Clear Lake attack.
It's always a nice move just to step in front of your defenders so you can get the ball all to yourself and just push that defender past you. It's a good job for Clear Lake right there doing just that. Tasha there with the boot back up the field over to Issa, but she's sandwiched between two defenders. It's going to be Clear Lake with the ball now with some heavy pressure by Ruby. Sage trying to come in there, playing some good defense. Snatches the ball right under Clear Lake's nose with the fast break there. Going down. Ruby still with the ball. No, it's going to be Sage. Still in possession here with the cross over to the center. And that's going to go out of bounds there. That's going to be a corner kick.
All right, corner kick for Mendocino. Let's see if they can get this set piece to score another goal. It looks like Natasha will be taking this corner kick, trying to find a foot or a head on the inside. Natasha's kick in is a little outside. Issa runs it down for Mendocino, stops the ball, tries to dribble around, but the Clear Lake defensive gets it back. Clear Lake trying to push the ball up into the Mendocino half, but they play it back. Ruby comes away with the ball, booted up by Clear Lake. Clear Lake gets the ball once again.
Ruby looks like she got an elbow to the face or something there, holding her face for a second. Ref goes over to check it out to see if she's fine. She's holding her face, showing the ref what's up, but looks like it's still going to be Clear Lake ball. We're going to have a sub come in, Sylvia going in for Aubriella. And it's going to be Mendo ball over here.
All right, Mendo ball on this kick.
Bit of a late call, but Ruby's going to kick that ball straight through, all the way over to the goalie. Goalie snatches it up without a problem, but a good kick nevertheless.
All right, looks like Leilani gets the ball, passes to Sage, back to Leilani out on the side. It is attacked by the Clear Lake defense, and it is out of bounds. Mendocino will retain possession, and it'll be a throw-in. It looks like Lexi will be taking it.
Lexi trying to get a good strong arm on this ball and getting it to one of her own teammates. That's a nice throw, but looks like leg was picked up a bit, and so it's going to be Clear Lake ball, even though the players didn't quite seem to get that. Going to be Clear Lake throw-in on the side, a bit of an illegal throw-in. Not much you can do there. Just got to remember to keep your foot down. It's going to be a steal there, kicked out by Arata. And Clear Lake ball once again for the throw-in.
Throw-in is in. Lexi will boot it back out. It will be Clear Lake. Clear Lake throw-in once again.
Clear Lake doing a good job working their way up here, just slowly and steadily.
And that throw-in will not count. It will be Mendocino throw-in because the Clear Lake thrower kind of threw it in. Her arms weren't fully behind her head when she released, so that is a turnover. You got to really perfect those throw-ins. And I don't really know what happened there, but
it's going to be out of bounds there for Clear Lake throw-in.
Clear Lake, another throw-in. Looked like it was a little bit of the same thing, but it will be Mendocino's throw-in once again. Lots of throw-ins in this game. so far. And
Especially on the close side here.
yeah, and we only have about 15 to 20 minutes left of this game.
Naya with the throw in there going down. Over to Sage. Sage gets the ball there. Passing it through to Issa. Issa with the run there. Can she manage to outrun the rest of them?
Oh.
And Clear Lake leaves it to the goalie there, barely. But the goalie gets a drop kick off over back into Sage. Sage seems to be everywhere, intercepting these goal kicks. Over to Issa. Issa with the ball now. Back out over to Sage once again. And she's going to try to outrun her defender here, trying to get past and through. Bit of a tumble she took there, and Sylvia gets the ball back out to Sienna. Sienna unopposed here, working her way up the field. This is a dangerous position. Tries to pass it over to Issa, but that's going to be kicked out of bounds by Clear Lake. This is also a dangerous position for Clear Lake because they might lose a goal. If Mendo can properly get the ball into the center of the field, that's looks like it was off on Mendo actually, so it's going to be, it was Clear Lake's ball, but now Mendo has possession once again, and Sage has the ball trying to work her way back up the field.
Sage dribbling it through the defenders, gets it in the box. It is kicked back out onto the left side. Oh, ball played in by Natasha, but nobody can come in and score it. The goalie for Clear Lake picks it back up, and it looks like she will be gearing up for a drop kick. And it's going into the center, and something is called down at the field, maybe a high kick.
Well, they're getting into position. There was nothing else there. Clear Lake now has the ball, and they're going to look to make a nice free kick there. Seems to be some talking on the field between the players and the ref. Meanwhile, we'll take a quick goalie break. The Clear Lake goalie has been doing an excellent job managing to scoop up the ball and good decision-making overall. And Stevie's had a few nice steals, but hasn't had much action thanks to Mendo's good defense. Speaking of good defense, Mendo with the ball, kicking the ball back up the field, but Clear Lake gets the ball over, and it's going to be a shot, and Stevie handily picks that ball back up.
That is Stevie's first action of this second half. First time she's even touched the ball. So
kind of just crossing her arms on the other side for a bit of the game, but what can you do?
All right, and it looks like a handball is called. It'll be Clear Lake free kick. Let's see if they can get anything off this. Mendocino defense is converging back, and the kick is in, and Clear Lake turns it back onto the side. Sage kicks it out. And
looks like Sage had good pressure, but that's going to be out on Clear Lake.
Yeah, great job by Sage right there to kick it out on her defender. And now it'll be Mendocino throw-in once again.
Naya with the ball on the opposite corner. This is going to be the second time we've had a corner on this side, but that's going to be off on Clear Lake again, racking that tally up to 3. Naya with the throw-in once again. Over to Ruby. Ruby down over to Natasha. Natasha with the ball in the center. Over to Issa. Issa with some space here to work with. Managed to get a move past her defender, and that ball just can't quite find Ruby, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Mendocino. That's going to be Clear Lake ball for the throw-in. Over, good throw down the line. Natasha with some good pressure, and then Naya comes in with a big sweeping boot with the boot, which is her cleat. And Issa trying to get the ball back up, and that's a nice another boot there going back up the field, but it's going to be scooped up there by the goalie, who decides to use her feet because it was slightly out of the goal box.
All right, so Clear Lake will be taking it up, and it looks like Sage scoops it back up again, passes to the middle. Issa dribbling in, shoots the ball, and it is a little wide to the right, and it'll be a goal kick. If you are joining us, I'm Pablo, this is Clayton,
Hola.
And we have a great game for you right now. It is the Clear Lake girls varsity against the Mendocino girls varsity, and
very close game so far,
yeah.
Only 1-0, Mendocino in the lead.
Very great game so far. Great defense from both sides, great offense from Mendocino.
And Clear Lake just hasn't quite had a chance to capitalize on their offense yet. We haven't seen much of what they can do just because of Mendocino's offense on the defensive side.
Clear Lake still has maybe about 10, 15 minutes left to try to piece together their offense, and that's what they're trying to do off these throw-ins, but they just keep getting kicked out by the defense. Naya, a great boot right there.
Good sweeping boots. We've seen like 3 of those in the past maybe minute here. Naya just booting the ball back up the field so Mendo can take more advantage of that. Naya with the throw and over, blocked by Clear Lake again, getting some good, working her way up the field. That's going to be Ruby taking the throw in over here.
All right, Mendocino ball once again for another throw in.
Naya with the ball once more, taking the throw in. And another throw in. It's going to be take 4 on that side of the field. Let's see if they can get it up over. They've just been working their way down the line. Always a viable strategy. Just getting closer and closer to the goal. It's going to be Naya with the ball once again, throwing it in over to Sage. That's a good throw, but Sage can't quite get a grasp on it. It's going to be off on Sage. Clear Lake ball. Clear Lake looking to work the ball up the line, seeing if they can push back up onto Mendo's side and give their offense a chance to shine.
Strong throw from Clear Lake right there. And it is booted back by Naya. Great defensive game from Naya right here. All right, here we go.
Ooh, good
Ruby
pressure there
wins
by
it.
Ruby.
Ruby dribbling it. Oh, and a foul is called. Big foul.
Is that
right
in
there.
the penalty box? Or
Let's
is that
see.
just slightly out?
It looked a little slightly out, but let's see what the refs call it.
In our last game, something like this happened. It was like...
It was a handball on the penalty box line, and it was a rough call, but yeah.
It was a tough one even for the refs.
Yeah.
Let's see what the refs are going to call here. Are they going to call slightly off or a penalty kick? Excuse my pronunciation.
All right, it looks
Ooh.
like an indirect kick will be made right here. Naya trying to cross it into the middle for one of her players to get on the end of it and score.
Ball goes up. That's a nice kick.
Nice kick right there. But
Sadly, no one on the end to receive it. That's going to be Clear Lake rushing against Sienna there for the ball. And that's going to be called a throw-in for Mendocino. Just barely got out of bounds there. But Mendocino gets another chance to capitalize on this opportunity on the other side of the field. We're going to have Sylvia with the throw-in here, trying to get her way across to the goal. Sylvia there, trying to get past, and it's going to be another throw-in for Mendocino. Sylvia throws the ball over to Sage, but Sage can't quite get a great first touch on it, and it goes out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for Clear Lake. Clear Lake goal kick here. That is going to be their opportunity to push the ball back up, see if it's a strong enough kick. It's going to go past Issa into Sage, over to Clear Lake, who gets the ball. That's going to be a good pass there, but Clear Lake can't quite get a hold of it. Sage kicks the ball back up. Clear Lake with some good opportunity here. If they could manage to get the ball up the line into one of their teammates, they could make a dangerous run into Mendocino's territory.
it is also a 1-0 game right here, Mendocino in the lead, so if Clear Lake just gets on top of one, but Rada takes it away. She's got tons of space. She's making a run, kicks it up.
Ooh.
Issa just misses it. Issa getting on the end of the ball. She'll rip a shot right here, and it hits the crossbar, goes back out. No goal. Great shot.
That was a
so close.
Great shot.
Wow.
Just barely misses it. If that goal was slightly higher, that would have been straight in.
Yeah.
Great placement there. Just can't quite seem to make it.
Ooh,
Sage on the
Sage coming
offensive
in.
once again. Going down, getting past. The renewed fury kicks the ball out, and it can't quite make it in the goal. But that's the passion you'd like to see in a soccer game. Just running in there with some rage and a foot to use it with. Foot to channel that energy into. As we have Ruby coming out and Gabriella working her way back on the field. Ball seemed to go really far there. The goalie had to run all the way out there and get it, but it's going to be another goal kick for Clear Lake. Mendocino, if they can get another opportunity here to reclaim possession. Clear Lake with a nice strong kick over to their own team, and that's a good move, but it's going to go out off of Aubriella. That's going to be a Clear Lake throw in. Seeing if they can work their way up the line here. Strong throw over into Mendo's side. Naya with a nice boot over there to Natasha. Good pressure there by Arata, kicking the ball over to Issa once again. Issa doing a great job working the ball up the line, but that's going to be stolen there by Clear Lake. Stolen once again by Sage. Sage doing a great job of just working her way into the ball's possession. Sage with the ball, but that's going to go out of bounds off of Clear Lake.
Clear Lake really working hard, trying to not let Mendo get another shot after that last one. It looks like they're pushing 6 or 7 defense on their side. So, but that last offensive possession for Mendocino was really great. Good teamwork. Rada dribbling it in. Perfect little through ball to Issa. Issa just barely missed, and it was a great shot.
The formation here speaks numbers. Ooh. Oh, Issa with a fast break there.
Issa
and
with another shot, and
that's
it is
a
good.
Goal. That's
wow.
A good read there by Issa, just working her way in between her defenders and scoring that second goal. She's got both of the goals this game, just managing to find that open space and tapping the ball in.
There's still enough time for a hat trick, guys.
2-0, Mendocino in the lead. This has been quite the exciting game. We'll see if Clear Lake can make their way into 1 or 2 goals over here. It's a great shot there. Great work managing to get her way into that position to take the shot.
Yeah, Issa's just been the most aggressive on the offense today, and it's really showed. Great job for her getting those 2 goals after she was kind of robbed by that last shot of hers, but she got another.
Crossbar. And Sylvia with the ball there, kicking it over to Sienna. Sienna trying to get the ball, managing to get it past her defender. That's going to be booted out of bounds by Clear Lake. The formations of these two teams really speaks numbers to how this game is played. Clear Lake playing a much more defensive game here, keeping most of their players back on the defensive half, and Mendo only keeping 2 defensive players on their own side, really just taking their chances for the offense because they know that they can afford to lose a goal here, and they just want more. Arata with the throw in on Clear Lake's half, throws it over. It's going to be headed by Clear Lake. Issa there trying to get the ball, but that's going to be Clear Lake's. And it's going to go off of Issa. It's going to be Clear Lake ball for the throw in.
If you're just joining us, the score is 2-0. Mendocino in the lead against Clear Lake. It has been a very strong game for both sides so far. And it looks like it will be Clear Lake throw in right here. The throw coming in. Goes down the line. And the Mendocino defense converges on the one player, 3 people on 1. And then Sylvia gets the ball. Booted up by Clear Lake. And Rada clears the ball. Good defense by her. Ball played in for Clear Lake as Lexi comes to get it and boots it, or tries to boot it back up, but she got a little on top of that, making it kind of skid over the grass. And Clear Lake playing it back in. Leilani controlling the ball, passes out to Mirabai. Mirabai wants to turn around, but a defender comes to get her and grabs the ball. And the ball is out. It will be Clear Lake's throw-in, even though it looked like a little shove.
Good fight on both sides there. It's just going to be a bit physical sometimes for soccer. It's just how the game works. But that was quite the tumble. It seemed like both sides were trying hard to get the ball into their possession. It's going to be Sylvia with the ball, running past her defender there, kicking it back up. Stopped by Clear Lake, but Sylvia managed to retain possession once again. Issa with the race down the field. Wow. That's going to be another fast break, and the shot off the side of the post. These posts have really been robbing her of her shots today. First the crossbar, then the side post. See if she can make her way over to the left side post.
If you're watching this game, you're really seeing Issa just zoom by those those Clear Lake defense, and it's really impressive. She's just absolutely beating them.
With Stevie's
in the running
hamstring
game.
being out of commission, she's really taken it upon herself to be aggressive and just go ahead and fight for the ball. Being very aggressive is what's working out, and she's been doing a great job of that. Great effort here. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Mendo. That's going to be Clear Lake ball around the halfway mark. We'll see if Clear Lake can manage to capitalize on this position. Going into Mendocino's territory here. Down the line, Clear Lake gets it in. Pass back to the original throw taker. Getting past the defense. That's a good boot up. Lexi, though, with the ball. Handily getting the ball out of their hands, or feet, rather. Does some moves and kicks it back over to Leilani. Leilani now with the ball, trying to work her way up the field. Over to Sylvia, who dribbles into another Clear Lake player with a nice steal there. But Sage gets the ball back, and it looks like there's a bit of a trip there. No fault of Clear Lake, just a bit of a tumble in between.
Wow. I'm surprised that was not called a foul, but here we go. Clear Lake has the ball, trying to get at least a shot on goal. I don't know how many shots they've gotten this game, but it has not been a lot. And Sylvia trying to dribble it up. Clear Lake shoots the ball up, and Naya clears it into the space. Issa on another run. Issa gets the ball. Oh, she loses it, but that was a good run.
Issa's speed is just coming into show here. She's managed to work her way past these defenders on the fast breaks, just managing to go faster than them, quite simply, and then getting a good foot on the ball. Great work there, just managing to keep up her stamina like that. Clear Lake there with the deflection, working their way back up the field. That's a good kick there over to Clear Lake in the middle of the field, but Lexi manages to take the ball out. Runs into Clear Lake. That's a bit of a tumble there. Clear Lake working their way up the field. This could be dangerous, but that looks like that's going to be a handball. Even if it was unintentional, they're still going to call that one, and that's going to be a free kick there for Clear Lake. This has been Mendo has had some of their less prevalent players showing some excellent moves here. We've had Issa coming through with some great steals and shots there.
Clear Lake's boot in. Oh, wow. Ooh. Oh, and it just goes out far right. And, wow, the Mendocino fans really held their breath on that one.
That one was a close one. It was a good shot. Stevie looked a bit worried there, getting some action back on her side for once. As Arata comes out for Sienna.
Sage running the ball down. Boots it up a little bit. Clear Lake hits it back. Sage getting it in. Boots it up to Issa. Issa trying to control the ball, and it is kicked off of her. And Sienna, or Mirabai, tries to get the ball back. And it will be Mendocino throw-in once again.
We're going to have Sylvia there taking the throw-in, it looks to be, on Clear Lake's side of the field. See if she can work her way up past, over in the center there. That's a nice pass right in between everyone, but Mendo can't seem to get a grasp on it. Sage cutting off the defenders there, but Clear Lake manages to retain possession. Clear Lake with a nice solid boot back up. This could be dangerous, but Leilani manages to get a foot on it and kicks it back up to Sylvia. Sylvia back down over to Issa once again. Issa getting past the defender. 6 people on her right now.
6 people all just went on Issa.
Natasha with a shot, and it can't quite find its way in the goal. That was a nice shot. Going all the way out to the corner of the track there. Solid foot. And that's going to be a goal kick for Clear Lake. Mendo getting some good shot opportunities here. See if Clear Lake can get a chance to work their way back up.
All right, Clear Lake's goal kick right here. Boots it up, and it looks like
Abriella steals the ball there, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Clear Lake. Mendocino ball. Abriella over to Sage. Sage getting possession there. Back out to Abriella with the back of the foot. Looks like Clear Lake kind of charged in there, but it worked out in the long run. Got to go out of bounds off of Abriella. It's going to be Clear Lake ball on the throw-in. Still on Clear Lake's half. We'll see if they can work their way up to Mendocino's half. Sage getting the ball back over to Clear Lake's side. Clear Lake, though, with the ball working their way back up. Sage rushing out to meet him. Naya there with the good boot, just standing there as a wall, really, just to not let any balls come through. Issa with a nice run over to Mirabai, who's going to try to get it and boots it back down the field over to Leilani. Leilani trying to not let the ball get stolen over to Sylvia. That's a good move there.
Mendocino on the attack again. Sage dribbling through her defenders. Oh, jumps into one. No foul called. Now a foul is called. It will be a foul on Clear Lake. She kind of just took Sage's legs out on that one and kind of stopped the run. So Mendocino will have another chance for a goal on this indirect kick.
Once again, Clear Lake is playing very defensive this game. They've only got 3 attackers pushing up, and everybody else is lumped up, trying not to let any fast breaks happen. Sage kicks the ball into the goalie box, but that's going to be the end of the game there. What a game. 2-0, Mendocino with the win.
Great game played.
Great job by both teams, I'd say. Clear Lake managing to stop some nice shot opportunities, but Issa just managing to go in there with a white-hot passion and get some nice goals.
All right, thank you for joining us. My name is Pablo.
And I'm Clayton Hunter.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.
Adios.